We got another box, another opening of a tool. A tool opening a tool.
There you go.
Anyway, so what this is Wednesday?
Yes.
Yeah. We had a memorial, or Remembrance Day.
Memorial in the States.
Yeah, Memorial in the States, yeah. And anyway, so I'm all fooled up, I'm all disoriented. It's like, it's a crazy kind of a week. But anyway, post office open, and wifey brought this home, didn't you, wifey?
I did.
Anyway, last weekend we were into Princess Auto, of course one of our favorite little places to stop off, which just happens to be 3 or 4 buildings away from Michael's, where Kathy likes to
Coincidentally.
frequent. Yeah, just the way it happens, right?
And Costco.
So, and Costco, yeah. So, you know, it's one of those little blocks that's made in heaven.
Oh,
you know,
it is.
Isn't
Everything is
Everything is there. Like,
Yeah.
if it's not there, you don't need it.
No.
So anyway, we went in Princess Auto and we came back with this. Look. What is that, may you ask? Well, that's a spud wrench. Hey.
That's what the girl said when she was checking
Yeah.
in.
Apparently
What
it's
is
been,
that?
they've been out for hundreds and hundreds of years. Actually designed back in the 1600s. I don't think for some reason though it was a thumb wrench. But anyway, it was on sale, what, 16 bucks?
Mm-hmm.
And it's made by Titan, which is a product now that the Princess Auto sells, and it comes with a lifetime warranty. But what a great item for a tractor when you're lining up an implement, want to use it as a pry bar, or you want to scrape away ice, or you got a customer coming at you, you know, a rate customer. Well, you know, like, I mean, he's going to think twice, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
No matter what end you're holding, like that or like that.
It's intimidating.
Well, it is intimidating.
Hey, the girl at the checkout thought that the pointy part was for stabbing in the ground so you don't lose your tool. She said, I use it and then I stick it down in the ground.
Yeah. No, you want to lose your tool and hurry, come home with another woman.
No problem.
Got nothing to do with that.
No.
No, that's the easiest way, isn't it?
That's the easiest way.
Yeah. Anyway, so what, 16 bucks?
Yeah.
And gee whiz, on Amazon, I seen them like 124 bucks and whatever. That'll do the job. If you lose it, no big deal. The other thing is, of course, this is a common tubing bender, and $7 or something
Oh, that's all.
is a no-brainer, right? Anyway, let's see what's
The
in
more
the
you
box.
save at Princess Auto, the more I can spend at Michael.
Well, exactly, yeah. That's why you're so encouraging when I go to Princess Auto. Say, what do you think of that? Get it.
Get it. How much
Yeah.
is it? Get it.
Get it. Yeah. In the meantime, now you're on the iPad and you're going, or the iPhone, checking out Amazon prices. Anyway, let's see what this is.
A lot of paper.
A lot of paper. Holy smokes. Anyway, everybody knows how much I like Milwaukee tools, especially the M18 bolt systems. Hang on. And this is a cordless grease gun. It's M12. It's not M18.
What happened?
You can't buy an M18 in a cordless gun. So it comes with its own battery and its own charger, and I think 200 bucks.
Okay.
And like it's supposed to be good for tubes and tubes and tubes. Not new tubes, but tubes of grease.
Tubes.
Yeah. So,
Tools and tools.
yeah. So, and it's childproof because I can't get it out of the box. So,
When I
it's
thought of 12, I thought they might have sent it wrong.
no,
They didn't.
no. Oh yeah, nice little bag, which you'll never use again because once that comes out,
That's nice.
isn't that nice?
Wow.
You can put your violin in that if you had one.
I was gonna say, what can I use that for?
I don't know, but you could have it because I'll never use it again. I don't want it.
Too small to be a suitcase. You can't even get
No,
your
that's the husband's suitcase if he gets caught with the woman.
That's right.
That's what he gets to keep.
Whatever can fit in that is all I
Yeah,
take
it's all,
with me.
yeah, it's all you take with you.
That's
See,
good.
there it is. So,
Yeah, that is nice.
now I mean, realistically, what person would fill this up with grease and put it all back in this? I don't know. All I know is not going to be me. Charger.
So what are you gonna have, a drawer
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. It should have had like a hard shell case. Maybe it should.
yeah. Well, you really
Maybe
wouldn't put it in a case because I don't like this type of stuff in a. Oh boy, look.
Oh, okay. Oh,
And look, nice long hose on it. And the phone was ringing. Okay, so now that you got the phone taken care of. So what are we gonna do with this? You want it?
Sure.
Because I don't want it.
I'm gonna keep it just in case you ever need to move. I told you.
Oh no, that's not gonna happen.
No, you can't blast you out of here.
Well, if you're gonna move, you know what I'm putting you in? The big box, the RIP box that the shed door came in. And guys, if you don't know what I'm talking about, refer back to a few videos ago.
You'll see it. Exactly.
Okay, so that's it. And anyway, so this is the thing here. It's kind of cool, eh? And then when you're done with it, you just poke it in here. See?
Cool.
It's now got little feet.
Doesn't appear to be too heavy.
No.
Heavy?
No. And really good reviews on it. And then it came with a charger, and I remembered, I said, well, it says 12, it's M12, right? Ours is M18. But just come out over here. Come over here and I'll show you something. And it hit me. I said, I don't have to mount that charger. Because see, this is where the M18s are mounted.
Right.
So I'll just,
Oh,
it's got a
seriously?
place, yeah.
It will be?
Well,
and
for
it's
that.
One for the 12.
One for that's for the 12, look. 12 and an M18, right?
Wow.
Now that's what I like about the M18. See, they're called fuel. You
Right.
can tell how much is in them, right? By hitting the button. Oh, super cool, I'm telling you. Okay, I'm back. Yes, I look a little different because this is a couple of days later from the last clip that you just saw. So we got busy in the shop and I couldn't really get back to filming. And Kathy was busy as well, so I figured we'd just throw another little bit of footage together and try to make a video for you for the weekend. It's been an eventful week. Of course, Remembrance Day was on Tuesday past, so that took up a good bit of our day. And of course the shop has been fairly busy, so had a few odds and ends to do and some maintenance items to look after here in the shop itself. What you hear running in the background is the furnace just blowing off hot air. I got a wife like that. I hope she don't listen to this video or watch this video. Anyway, so last year I had a lady, friend of ours and customer, give us a book. And it's by a local author, Michael F. Flynn, and it's called Historic at Bay Roberts. Not your typical small town. And it was given to me late last year, and it was my intentions of reading it over the winter, which I never got a chance to do. And she even signed it for me as well. She bought it and signed it for me. And so this winter is my intentions to read this book. And anyway, so coincidentally, we had a customer show up yesterday, which was Friday, because this is Saturday morning now. And when I heard the name, I said, hang on. That's the guy who wrote the book. So anyway, we did a repair for his sister, and great people. Mike is a retired school teacher and quite a historian. And I asked him if he would sign the book, so he signed the book. So that was kind of the highlight of my week, getting him to sign the books. And now I have a renewed interest in the content of it. I plan on reading it. So Mike, if you get a chance and you see this video, I really appreciate you signing our book for us. We really appreciate it. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to a fellow YouTuber and a regular poster on some of the forums that we frequent, or I frequent, and his name is KubotaTee. I won't tell you his personal name because I don't know if he uses it online much. So we'll just go with KubotaTee. And I'm going to have his link to his YouTube channel on the description. So if you could click on his description, guys, and give him a subscription, or click on a subscription, he would greatly appreciate it, and I'm sure. He's only got 8 or 9 subscribers now, and I'd really like to boost that up for him. One of those quality type of fellows, you know, like when he does something, he does it right. You know, there's no doubt about it. And if you go over to his channel, have a look at the deck that he put on his house. It's incredible. Like, I would have no problems letting this guy work on anything that I own. So if you take a run over there, just click on the link, and please subscribe to his channel. I'm sure he would greatly appreciate it, so thanks for that. Now, I did get a chance to try the Milwaukee grease gun. Fantastic. Really, really nice product. It's so convenient, and it also has a hook that you could hang it up if you wanted to, and of course it's got some nice little feet where you can put it down. And the battery, I greased with that all day, you know, when I needed it in the last 2 days, and it's been fabulous. So really good. The only thing that threw me off a little bit is when you load up the grease cartridge. I'm used to loading it up from the back here. Well, with this one here, you unscrew it. This is knurled. You unscrew it and the whole tube comes out, and you load the cartridge from the front and then put it in. And it's got a bleeder here where you can bleed off any excess air that's in it. And by the way, for people who don't know this, you know, when you pull out on the handle of a grease gun, that's to let you know how much grease is actually left in the gun. So I'm not sure if everybody's aware of that. But anyway, that's enough about grease guns. Spud wrench, haven't used it yet, but plan on to eventually. Prince's Auto. We were at Prince's Auto yesterday, and incidentally, just down the road from Prince's Auto now is the biggest Canadian tire store in Canada. So we got a chance to visit there. Didn't buy anything because Canadian Tire is Canadian Tire. Whatever's in one Canadian Tire is in the other. And there's just a lot more in the store in regards of quantity. So, but a nice, really nice store. But anyway, I'll show you some stuff we got at Prince's Auto. Now guys, caliber. I don't know why I buy this stuff, but I buy this stuff. Anyway, that was on sale for $10. It's all aluminum, 24-inch, and boy, I'm going to tell you, it's very well built. There's no doubt about it. It's got the little knurled knob on it to lock it in. But for $10, I'm a sucker for sales, boys. You know, there's no doubt about it. But one of those days, I guess somebody will come in with a real small item, and I'll say, hang on now, I'll get the calibers and I'll measure it. I'll come out with this just for a bit of fun. But it's actually a working tool, so for $10 is a no-brainer. Man, sure, the aluminum's worth that, isn't it? And the other thing is, I'm always doing electrical or whatever, so they had this 50-foot fiberglass fish tape put on sale. I think it was on for $22. There you go. And it's a pretty neat system. And it's really flexible, so if you want to run a wire through a pipe or through even a trailer chassis, hey, you know what? It's a no-brainer, eh? For 22 bucks and 50 feet of it. And where it's fiberglass, it's very flexible, so that was pretty cool as well. Just over here, I got parts, special order parts for a vehicle that's coming in next week. And just out of camera here, we got rotors for that 1800 Volvo, that antique car down there. There's all kinds of parts for that. We'll be doing a video on the Volvo and the progression of the Volvo when we get going. But we've been a long time waiting for parts, so it's different tips for that snaky thing there, fiberglass. Oh, cool. Anyway, so that's that, and let's see what else we got. Oh, I bought this as well. This is on sale. This is one of those wireless remote thingies that you can put in line on you can plug it into your wall outlet, and should have had a knife over here, eh? Got all kinds of tools, but don't have a knife here. So anyway, let's have a look-see here. I'll show you what this is like. Don't need it in the box anyway. And I don't want to walk way over there 4 feet away and get a knife. Oh boy, there's all kinds of stuff in this. So there's a remote, as you can see. And there it is. See, you plug in your item and you plug that into the wall, and of course you can use your remote to turn it on and off. And actually, there's 2 of them in there. And they're marked 1 and 2, so yeah, there you go. Now I know some of the newer ones now you can get the 2 of them on the 1. But this is great if you got them in a different area of your room, you know, and you want to just turn on one thing or the other. 14 bucks, guys. You know, you can't go wrong. $14. Honest, eh? So I picked that up as well. And that is just a couple of discs. I got more discs ordered, but not from Princess Auto. But these discs will just get me out of trouble for a job I'm doing next week. So that's pretty well it for the my little shopping spree that I did. Incidentally, Kathy finds most of this stuff for me. I got a tendency just to look straight across, and whatever's on the shelf I look at, but Kathy got a tendency to get down and look around the bottom of the shelf, and especially over in the surplus areas at Princess Auto. There's pretty cool stuff there, and I don't know. I guess I'm so used to her now just finding stuff that I just wait for her to get it back to me. Now, the other thing, before I take you outside and show you what our weather is like, the other thing is, if some of you will remember that when I did the Honda Snowblower mods video, when I showed you exactly what I did with it, well, I said at the time that an item that we were waiting for never showed up. It was, we purchased off eBay in China, and of course, you know, here in Newfoundland, I mean, China's a long ways away, and of course there's customs and everything else to deal with. So rather than wait, because sometimes stuff don't even show up from China, and you got to ask for a PayPal refund, and it happens on occasion, and it's no fault of the people who sell them these things from China. It's just that stuff gets lost, stolen, whatever. Anyway, 2 weeks ago I did that video on the Honda Snowblower. Well, lo and behold, yesterday, the other 2 things that I was planning on adding to the snowblower as a mod showed up in the post. And it's these things. So I'm going to show you what they're like. And let's see. So we have, I'll come over there, guys, because you're probably not going to see it very well from there. So anyway, this is a LED light. As you can see, it's really, and it's really bright. I've already tried it on a battery. It's incredibly bright. And anyway, so I was going to add these to the snowblower. And, or in some cases I call it blow snower. I only call it blow snower when my tank gets all tangled up and it starts back and talkwards. And I've only been like it since I had the paveway drive, by the way. But anyway, the problem we have with this is about a 7/8 clamp, and there's a 1-inch pipe on the snowblower. So what I plan on doing in this video is modifying the clamp to fit the snowblower, and I'll probably mount the 2 of these pointing back so they'll illuminate. I mean, these things here will light up the wall. I'll go ahead and get a battery and bring it over and just show you what it's like. Okay, now we have our battery. Through the magic of video, it appeared. So we have a negative, which is black. And we have a positive, which is red. Now guys, just look. Isn't that bright, eh? So, you know, very little draw. So I figured, hey, I think they cost about $16, guys, free shipping. So, and like I said, I got 2 of them. So I'm going to modify, like I said, I'm going to modify the clamp, and then I'm going to mount them on the snowblower and show you exactly what they look like then. Just a little project to do today. It's we're not working in the shop on Saturdays, or well, we try not to. We try to take the weekends off. That way Kathy gets a little break and I get to do a few things that I like to do in the shop. In other words, I get to play with the tools. So anyway, Matthew Morehouse has been asking me, Paul, what's it like in Bay Roberts, Newfoundland? is it snowing? And, well, yes, technically it's snowing, but just not in Bay Roberts. It's snowing way across on the other side of the island. We live on the east coast of Newfoundland. Then there's central Newfoundland, which is an hour and a half away from here. And then there's the west coast of Newfoundland. And usually central and the west coast gets the most amount of snow on the island. With us, it's always borderline. We could have a rain event, we could have a snow event, and we could have all the events in one day. We could have 4 seasons in one day, actually. So I'm going to take the camera now, and I'm going to go outside. Now remember, everywhere else here on the island, like from central on, as far as I know, the last time I looked at the forecast, they were into a major storm. So I'm going to take you out now, and I'm going to show you what we have. Well, this is the day we're having, guys. It is a beautiful sunny day. It's plus 2, and it's a bit windy. As you can see, the flag over to the Department of Fisheries building, it's flying pretty good. So, other than that, Matthew, this is the weather that we're having. So, like you know, most people know, we have a lot of snow clearing equipment, and personally I'm not doing it commercially this year, so I really don't care if we see any snow. So let's head back into the shop, and let's start at our latest snowblower mod. Okay, here's the snowblower. For those who haven't seen the modified video of it, it's a brand new snowblower that we just purchased probably about a month ago. And I've added a few things to it. I've added the extension on the throat for it. I've added this waterproof tube here as well. And that's where I'm going to put shear pins and a few little tools required to replace the shear pins. What else? I've added the clock and the thermometer to it. I've added lights down here that can be seen basically front, back, and side, and they're LEDs as well. So when you turn them on, there's a switch up here, as you can see. And when you turn them on, you can see they're on both sides. And I also added LED lights down here. They're very low draw, so there's no worries on the battery or the charging system. I also added a battery tender, which you can see the plug right there. And I also added a alarm system, which is there. So also I removed the round 15-watt LED bulb or light that was there, the plastic one. Where I added to the intake, it was much higher, so then I put in a 7-inch LED light bar. And of course then I had to machine the aluminum, solid aluminum, and put a stud here and tap it out here so I could adjust it. And as you can see, it's offset to give the chute room to turn, and it's a lot brighter, there's no doubt about it. And so that's basically it. Oh yeah, the alarm system, I can show you what the alarm system works like here now. That's the warning. The next one won't be a warning. There you go. Oh, and incidentally, these do come with the hour meter. As you can see, there's an hour meter. Now that red light, that's to let you know that the chute is not turning. When I start it up, and or not the chute, the auger, if there's any problems with the auger, the red light will come on. So it's kind of cool. And I got, what, 0.8 hours on it. That's just moving it back and forth, working on it. So, yeah. So now here we are with these lights that we were talking about. So I figured I was going to mount them like around here, pointing back, and as you can see, they don't fit too good. So we're going to make it fit good, and we're going to do that via the milling machine. So I got to go set up the boring bar on it, or the boring head, and see if we can make this thing work. There's the boring head for it. Oh, and incidentally, I also forgot to mention that for anybody that has these snow blowers, the dry sprockets don't look like that. My wife Kathy did heavy duty vinyl graphics to put on there, and it kind of took away the plainness of just a plain white sprocket, so that's pretty good. This particular model as well has got the electric chute, which is that's basically how it works, guys. It's all on a joystick. And you can see. So it's pretty cool. So now I'll go load up the mill. Okay, I got one cut. It's pretty good. Problem is there's not much here to hold that on. I got a couple of parallel plates and they're just hanging on, and I don't have a really good surface there to mount this in the vise. So we're going to give it a shot, and hopefully this one will work out okay, because I got to go really slow because this can go south really quick, or through the wall. So take my time. A good lubricant for aluminum is WD-40. I'll give it a little shot there. So there it is, and I can't be no tizzer. There's not a big lot to it. The only thing is making sure that it don't fly out of the friggin' vise. And I have had that happen before. So not with this type of thing, but with small work. It's hard holding small work. Now you can see, let me see, I got to turn this viewfinder so I can see if you're looking at me. Okay, see there's a bit of an edge there, or I can crack it off, or believe it or not, guys, there's actually files specifically for filing aluminum, and this just happens to be one of them, so that's what I like to use. I gotta get my rag. So now technically that should fit the bar on the snowblower. It's nice and smooth. I'll go over and blow out the little holes with the screws in it and mount it up and see what it looks like. Okay, the clamp is just a little bit loose on the pipe. Excuse me there, folks. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take, I got to turn this again. Boy, I miss Kathy when she's not filming. I'm just going to take a little bit off of that surface so the clamp can go tighter together, and that should take care of that issue. For every action there is a reaction, isn't it, eh? So like I say, it's just a little bit of an end mill. It don't have to be anything too fancy. So that's that one, and then I got 3 more surfaces to do, and that'll take care of it. Okay, let's have a look-see and see how this is going to fit. Well, they fit really nice there now on the pipe. So, that clamp, how am I going to put that clamp where it's going to look good? Let's face it, you know, it's all about the looks, isn't it? You want it to make it look like, well, I guess it'll never look like it came with the snowblower, but at the same time, it might pass inspection for somebody who's overly critical. So we'll just see. I like to have that pointed back. Yeah, I think that will do just fine. Of course, the only thing is when you're traveling the snowblower, this snowblower's got a hydraulic tilt on it, so that will change the light, or the level of the light, but it's mostly going to be used when it's snow blowing, so it don't much matter. You know how it is. We can all be too particular sometimes. Boy, I'm going to tell you, that's pretty strong. I'm impressed with that. So now I'm going to do the other one here, like that. Then I'm going to mount the light, and I'm going to wire it, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you how it looks. See if you like it. Okay, everything is installed. Everything is wired in, and that's basically what it looks like, folks. Let's have a look-see on the side, and then you can see that they don't look too bad. They're very, very bright. They operate anywhere from 12 to 85 volts DC. Now, I know people are going to say, why in the heck would you want them on a snowblower? Guys, it's the mod factor, you know. It's not like I'm putting a Keurig coffee maker on it. But anyway, they're very bright. I'm going to go turn off the lights here in the shop, and there's still going to be some light coming in through the windows, but it'll give you a better idea of what it looks like. Well, it's still pretty bright because there's a lot of sun coming in through our windows, but I did close the blinds as much as I possibly could. So I'll go over now and I'll turn on those lights and see if you can see the difference. Where is the switch? There you go. So it's a huge difference. I mean, it's actually lighting up the wall down on the other end of the garage. So if I'm out using the snowblower in the dark, you know, for the little amount of energy that it's taken to fire up these lights, it's nice to be able to see behind you. Plus, it's safer. If anybody's coming up behind you in a vehicle, they'll have no trouble to know that there's something motorized there in front of them. So I'm happy with that. It was a relatively inexpensive mod. I think $32 delivered to the door for the two lights, and about an hour and a half to modify. Well, there you have it, folks. We're going to call that a take. While I was doing the snowblower mod, I actually replaced a incandescent light, power light that was on the milling machine. This bugger was always giving me trouble, and that little bulb, I think they were charging me $6 locally for it, for a 110 bulb. So what I did is I put in an LED one in its place, and you can get them on eBay. I think they're about as big as this to look at, but I think a half a dozen of them probably for $10, you know. And they're LED. They're much more efficient, plus reliable and longer lasting than that friggin' thing. So I got that done. Little few things accomplished. So I hope you enjoyed this. It's kind of a fooling around video. It's relaxing. I enjoy this type of thing. And the things that, like this light that I added to this today, I can take off everything that I did to it today. There wouldn't be a mark on the machine. So I never changed the integrity of the snowblower. Even the little toggle switch, the hole was already there for it. The headlights, well, the headlight is just bolt on. I can take the original, put back the adapter for the opening. I can take that off. That's just bolt on. No holes were drilled. In other words, no snowblowers were damaged during the making of this video. So anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And check out KubotaTee's channel. I'd appreciate you if you subscribe to him. Great guy. And have a great weekend. It's Saturday. There's no snow here. If there's snow where you're to, slow down. Don't drive too fast. Don't text and drive. Don't go putting on your makeup while driving or shaving the hairs in your nose while driving. You're going to have to be more vigilant about what's going on around you, because boys, I'm telling you, it's a crazy world we're living in. Thanks for watching. Sorry Kathy couldn't be here, but she's in doing her own thing today. She's doing some custom graphics or something. So I guess that'll be something we'll show you later on. So have a good weekend. Be good to each other. Take care of yourselves, and God bless.